Mr. and Miss Carranza.
Hello.
It's nice to sit right across from you guys. And it's funny too. It's like normally you're sitting beside me, but not today.
Go get your mic and closer to your face.
Okay. So so today normally you're sitting right beside me, Ricardo, but you're not.
Wait,
Today-
the wifey's telling me some shit. What?
It's good though.
There. Okay.
Okay, anyways. But yeah, bro, it's crazy shit, bro. We haven't had a podcast in what, like a couple weeks now?
Yeah, we've been busy. A lot of us have been busy.
I feel like it's been itching though, the back of my neck. I'm kind of like, yo, like, where's the mic?
Do you have a lot of things on your mind?
Like, fuck, yo. The last couple weeks, Claude?
It's been a few weeks. It's been probably the biggest few weeks of our life so far, but it's been good.
How do you feel about it?
I feel like different. I feel like so much has gone on that it's even hard to kind of take in all at once. But we're excited. We're like ready to move forward. And yeah, we're good.
Let's go. That's sick. Claude, also too, can you give us a little introduction? Because you're the last Nüvida.
Yeah.
Partner,
That's crazy. Yeah, she's
right?
the last one. Like, she hasn't been on the podcast
Yeah,
yet.
I haven't been visually. I used to like help with like the recipe stuff. That was like a whole year ago type thing. But
I feel like people missed that.
yeah, I know they were good.
100%,
They were
100%.
good.
You did our best numbers, to be
They
honest.
were good. They were good reels. But
Cucumber salad? Are you crazy?
yeah, the cucumber salad. There
Even
was some
the
good
mango
stuff.
one. The mango one was.
The mango, the red pepper dip's my favorite, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
one.
That was a good one.
But yeah, I help like behind the scenes, like not necessarily production, but I help with the social media stuff, just like uploads, captions, that kind of stuff, with the writing. Yeah, so that's kind of my job right
and
now.
grammar, 100%.
And the grammar,
And
yeah.
grammar. Because me and Ricardo, not good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get pull my closer to your face.
I'm sorry. Sliding forward.
But yeah, yo, like, the grammar part of it, you really save us in that.
Yeah, and it's funny because grammar's not even something I like to do, especially like I find it's like when I'm writing my own things, I write it very quickly and because I know what it's supposed to say. But when I'm reviewing somebody else's stuff, I do it in more detail because I know that they're kind of relying on me. So it's kind of like a skill I have, but also don't have. It's kind of like a weird thing. It depends if I'm writing or editing for somebody else. That's like.
Yeah. But I guess back to his question though, like who are you? I know you're like I don't want them to ask me who are you, but like who are you? Like explain to the audience like who you are, Claudia.
Yeah, I always hate kind of answering this question because I feel like I don't even know in a weird way. But I guess obviously my name's Claudia. I went to school for kinesiology, so I'm currently in a profession that I'm using that, but it's not something I'm super passionate about. It's just kind of something that is there for now. We're also doing real estate investing. That's something I am passionate about. And yeah, I'd kind of say that's it. Like I have like other passions too. Like I like cooking, that kind of stuff too. But those are just kind of in the back burner for now.
What else though? I feel like you're more than that. You know? No, honestly though, I feel honestly, I feel like she kind of carries the business aspect of like things like low key, like.
Well,
Don't talk your shit, baby.
You know her better than anyone, so like that's why. Claude,
yeah, but honestly, I feel like I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like she's been huge in regards to like business and building this business and like our real estate, like, and not only that, but like, you know, even this podcast and like even like her own business ways. I feel like you're an entrepreneur at heart, and like you didn't even know that. I think.
I feel like it's something that you've definitely brought out in me. Like it's not something I would necessarily pursue on my own, but then you kind of put the ideas in my head, and then I feel like I help us like stay on track and organized. Like that's something that I like to do. So like you kind of have like all these ideas and or like sporadic all over the place, and I just kind of like, okay, keep us in line. Like how can we actually pursue these things? So I think that's how I do feel entrepreneurial, but more in a conservative way. Like try to still be realistic about things, but yeah, like I think that is like a huge part of me too. Like organization.
Was it hard for you guys to balance that? Especially like trying to figure out like you can provide this, I can provide that, but like how do we come to a term where what I do is enough, but also it's not stepping on toes?
I feel like truthfully our personalities are very like they naturally those roles kind of came about just because like Ricardo's always been like more of like the creative kind of type person, and I'm creative too, but I'm creative once there's like an idea planted in my head. I'm not like the initial idea starter in a sense. So I think we naturally like fell into those like business roles of like visionary and integrator type thing. So just based off our personalities, we were able to do that. And there are times when you kind of step on each other's toes. That's just kind of how it is naturally. But I'd say majority of the time we kind of know naturally what kind of job each person should be taking.
Bro, lots of men should be taking personality tests, honestly. And like I say that genuinely because
So why?
Because I'm part of like a program, like a real estate program, and like it was testing your personality, right?
Okay.
And like I'm more of a certain role, and like Claudia's more of a certain role, but like you kind of start to understand like the individual you're working with, right? Because a lot of us like we get into these like relationships or partnerships or marriages or whatever. Like whenever there's two people involved, you have to understand who that person is.
Yeah.
You have to understand like what person like how are they gonna act in a stressful situation? How are they gonna act in a happy one? And there's a lot of questionnaires online. Like there's Jordan Peterson has one. I know that. I haven't took that one, but my Infinite Real Estate Results program, like Corey McKinnon, we took an in-depth one, bro, and like we understood one another. Like I get upset when this topic comes up, or I'm not good at this topic. I'm the captain.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You like to drive the,
Yeah,
you like to drive
I'm
the
not
boat,
lying,
eh?
though.
No, but straight up, you like to drive the boat.
Yeah, I like to drive the boat. I like to, I guess, like control the vision, but like that's not like. I guess my falls are that I feel like things are one way. You know what I mean? Where like Claudia balances that. Yeah. What were you again?
I can't remember what the actual name of mine was, but I remember kind of like the graphics of it, and Ricardo's was kind of like up, down, here, like very kind of like extreme, and mine was more progressive in a sense. So it's just kind of like I need things to happen sequentially. So that was kind of like how mine was. I forget what it was called exactly, but
it's like, the best way to go. It's like you reach one level, Claude has to make sure that everything's good before we go to another level. Everything has to be straight. Then another and I just have that like. Let's just fucking get there.
So question, I want to ask this. Like, how did you guys come to this, though? Like...
8 years?
Yeah. Like what, really?
That's what I'm saying, though. Is it, like, the time you spent together? Is it, like, something you guys talked about a lot? Like, because at the end of the day, everyone wants a relationship where you can talk to your partner and actually build. And you guys are a best showcase. Like, I told you guys at the wedding. Said, like, when I seen you guys, I believed in love after, like...
Explain that, though.
Not even this.
No. Explain that you believed in love.
Like, straight up, no. Because, like, forever, when I've been around you guys, it's like... You told me the day you seen her. I remember you called me. This guy calls me and he's like, yo, I actually sat beside her.
You're exposing me, huh?
I'm exposing you, but, like, to be honest with you, it's like... I'm going to expose you for, like, the real person that you are. It's like... That's what brought you to it. And, like, I'm not envious or jealous about it at all in any way. I just want to understand it. Because, like, for me, it's like, it's not that I don't believe in love. It's that I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, you have your family, this and this, right? And I've seen it with you guys. And that's why, like, for me, I had to really express that. And I told you guys, like, you guys are a beacon for me that I believe love is still there.
I think, like, for us specifically, we met at such a young age where... Like, we had, like, a lot going on. We were in school, like, totally different time of our lives. And when you meet that young, there's, like, two options that could happen. You grow together or you grow apart. And I feel like we started off so young that the people we were in Queen's University are different people than we are now, but we grew together. So I think that's kind of, like, how we are where we are right now. Not that, like, I think we were always very, like, obviously passionate and, like, we're consistent about this relationship, but it's to say that we grew together. Like, we've come a long way, and you just kind of, like, when you commit to someone, you just have to accept, like, their everything, like their flaws, their good stuff, their bad stuff. And like Ricardo was saying before, like, you just know, like, I know he's going to react this way, but you just kind of have to swallow it and move on and move forward, right? Because you know that's kind of their personality, but that doesn't define them as a person either. It's just who they are, and you love that part and all the good stuff too.
And for me, like, honestly, it's just like, bro, like, as a I guess as a lad, you have to know, like,
as a lad.
I love that, though. I love that. That's a queen talk out of you, right?
Yo, shout out to Parker, Alex, Mason,
all the boys,
Mitch, Cole, Ray, all men.
Ty, don't forget
Tyler McKechnie, beauty. Anyways, as a lad, all jokes aside, you have to kind of, like, accept, like you can always, like, think in your head, like, I'm dating a girl, like but no, I don't want to get serious. I'm dating a girl. I don't want to get serious. Break up. You know, I like, you can always think of like, it's a rat race. Think about it. It's a rat race. The pleasure is a rat race. Trust me, the pleasure is a rat race, bro. Like, you can always chase that, and then you realize like when, like, you know, like when you're older and you had a lot of like great women cross your life, like you never took it serious. And like the second I met Claudia, even like fucking seen her, bro, like it's one of those where like you're like, okay, locked in. You know, and it took a year, bro. That's what I respect about her. It took a year. I was chasing for a fucking year, bro.
She made you work.
A fucking year.
Yeah.
A man like me
I
had
love
to...
that smile right there. She's
Bro.
just like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I made him work.
A man like me had to fucking walk her home from little events as a friend.
As a friend?
Bro, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Did it humble you in any way, though?
Of course
like,
it humbled
for example,
me.
like, I want to say, like, we had it better often, like, going through, right? And, like, it was easier. So then when you have somebody who challenges what you...
But the thing is, like, I respected it, because then it's like, oh, damn, like, I have a woman who respects herself. Like, a man had to walk her home as a friend for so long. Like, no, but think about that. Like,
Did it
you're going to the door.
Did it give you an itch?
Of course, bro. You're going to the door.
I'd be like, bye.
Bro.
No kiss.
No,
Like,
bro,
like,
yo, I'm hugging her. No, bro, I'm hugging her. I'm going to the door. I'm just wishing, like, is she gonna say come in? Like, I'm wishing, bro. Is she gonna say come in? Bye.
That's amazing.
And
So
then,
what?
But then when you
question?
talk the
Why'd
next
you let
day-
him in then? What was it about? No, like, straight up. I want the actual juice. Why him?
Because there was so much like build up to it. Obviously, like he would like text me. I'm sure, like obviously now we hear this years later that it was all an act. You know,
There's no act.
not an act. But
No, it's like Claude. I'm telling you, this guy used to scratch his neck. Like, how am I gonna talk to her?
But
I
he
don't know
would-
how.
He would text me like, "Let's go study. Like, how do you like your coffee?" And
like
like just like do that kind of stuff. And like the day that like this infamous story of him sitting beside me in lecture, like I genuinely thought he was sitting beside me in lecture. And I remember this being like, because I was kind of like antisocial sometimes in classes. Like, I can't be bothered. Like, I don't even want to be at this class. Like, I don't want to chat with people. Like, I'm here. And then he came and sat beside me, and he was always like the guy at the back of the class sitting with 50 guys, like laughing. I was like, that's weird. Like, where are all his 150 friends? But I was like,
Mr. Popular over there.
yeah, I was like,
Some
okay,
late.
whatever. Like, I guess it's kind of late. Maybe he's coming in late to class, but like he always kind of like made me feel just so comfortable, like made me genuinely feel like he was a friend. And in a place that's so unfamiliar, like a new city, you don't know a lot of people, you're looking for just familiarity. Like you're looking for someone who feels comfortable, that you could like go for lunch with and them not try to like make a move on you, because you're not always looking for that, you know? And at that time, I definitely wasn't looking for any of that. I was just trying to like pass my classes, you know? So like it just felt good. And then I'm someone who I take a long time to like warm up to people. So I just like really respected that he allowed me time to warm up. And then eventually, obviously, you know, here we are married.
Yeah, right now, literally.
So I guess all the hard
Yo, show me
work.
the bling one more time, like.
For the kids.
No, all the hard work paid off and stuff. But that's sometimes you just need to like take the time and allow people to warm up. And I always kind of tell my friends that, or other people that don't like judge people by their first impression. Like, of course your first impression is important, but it's not the only thing, because people, you take time to express themselves fully. You need to like give people the opportunity to show their true colors, right? So if you have even like a 5% interest in someone, it's worth rekindling it, going out with them again, because it takes time for people to open up. Like it took me a lot of time, right? And if someone waits that long until you get there, then that proves that they're a special person, because not everybody will.
I love that. No, like straight up, like I just like how you almost in a way it's like.
But the thing is too, like, I don't mean to interrupt, but like as a lad, like as a boy, bro. Sorry, boy. I don't know what I'm saying that, but like.
But
no, but honestly,
isn't that how you felt?
Wait, no, honestly, as a
Question.
man, you come correct, come with good intent. You know what I mean? Like if you actually like are going after a lady and you're actually thinking like, yo, like I like her a lot. Like, why gamble? Why like go, like, you know what I mean? Like just focus, bro. Like go in. You know what I mean? Like go respect that lady as if, like, you know, your mother was a lady, your sister was a lady, your grandma's a lady. So who, like, and that's why, cause I'm not gonna lie, it's a learning curve, bro. Cause like, you know, like when you're young, you know, you like the music videos, they influence you, you know. But honestly, though,
I want to ask you this:
like,
why though? Why'd you like? Is it like no? Realistically, I want to ask you this: like, did you do this from seeing, or something you wanted?
I feel like I've always like, I was fortunate enough to have a dad who really respected his, like my mom, in the sense of like just like treated her like a queen, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like naturally growing up, I've always kind of wanted that, right? So it's like I knew that like I wanted marriage for myself. Not everyone wants that, which is fair. Like each their own. Yeah. But like I knew for myself, like I wanted marriage, right? So like the second, like honestly, like from the second I met like Claude, it was more like, okay, like I envisioned shit, you know. I'm like, okay, this is like the right like woman for me and shit. And like it's like, all right, like let's buckle down, like you know what I mean, like. But the thing is, like, you have to fucking buckle down, bro. A lot of men out here are just like, you know, what's better. Sometimes, brother, there's no fucking better.
There's no better.
Sometimes God puts things right in front of you, and you just let them slip. And that was her, bro. Like straight up, like it's like I know, like this is the perfect fucking lady in front of me. So why am I gonna try to like better? There's no better. Yeah. Like from my situation.
There's no better for you.
No, from my situation. No, but I mean that though. Like genuinely though. Like from my situation, like there's no better. Like she helps me build all my businesses, bro. When I told Claude I'm gonna quit TD Bank, I'm gonna go move to Ottawa. I'm gonna go fucking help my boys like raise some dogs. Bro, she wasn't phased. She was like, of course, like, you know, the Italian came out, but at the end of the day, honestly, like she supported me through that whole process. Like she trusted my heart and my ambition, bro. And like I feel like at the end of the day, that's what you really need. And when you have that, don't let that go, bro. You're an idiot if you let that go. And like I mean that, like for real though, for real.
Straight up, why'd you trust him?
I think like it kind of has to go back to like those years of like him, like, you know, that 1 year of him fighting, let's say, for me, right?
Putting
like it kind of like shows
too much,
but it just shows like his personality as a person, that he's persistent, that if he says he's gonna do something, he does it, right? He's gonna get it done. And like he had always, and like there's stories of Ricardo, he always tells me that, like, I know when I applied for university, I applied to like 8 universities. I got accepted to all, but I applied to so many because I always had this fear myself that I wasn't sure if I was good enough, or I could get in, or my grades were good, or all that stuff. So I always gave myself a backup plan. But he always said that, well, if I don't get into A or B, I'm not going. That's it. I'll find something else. So it just kind of like shows that determination. So when he presents these like super radical, crazy ideas to me, I'm kind of like, okay.
How can we get it done? Right?
Yeah, I kind of, well, initially I'm kind of like, okay, but, and I tried to like offer like a few like logical things, rational things, like, okay, you're quitting your job, like, what's your plan? Like,
like I'll be your sugar mama, but like how long?
Like kind of just like,
guys, nah, you fucking radical. You left this off.
Never left.
No, but I would propose. I lay out a couple things that I think are big concerns, and he'll always have like, well, he always has an answer for everything, but he'll have a good answer for all of these things. And then I say, okay, I trust you, and then I kind of do a but this shouldn't be more than 1.5 years. But like, okay, if you're going to do this, then you make sure you do this by this date, you know? And I kind of like, I always believe in him because I feel like that's so important. Like when you put restrictions on your partner, they're going to have resentment towards you and all these things. But giving your partner trust and kind of letting them grow on their own helps your relationship grow, because it proves like him, by me doing that to him, he sees that like I love him, I trust him, I believe in his goals, and I try my best to like make them like my goals too, and we grow together. So, and in the end of the day, like now it all worked out. It all worked out, and I think that those years like defined you also as a person, and they were so important for you. And I knew he needed that. I knew like at TD he didn't want to stay there, he didn't like it, but he didn't know what he wanted to do, but he needed time to figure that out.
Love that. Why'd you try?
No, but what's important to note there is bro, like without that like, okay, I need this, like if you're gonna do this big vision, get it done in 2 months. Without that, bro, I'd be lost.
Like the timeline, like almost, right?
Bro, what's important is that like she balances me out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Claude says, like you gotta give people chances. You know what I mean? Like if you like somebody, or if you like 5%, 10%, whatever, like give people chances, because people are people, bro. Like just like how the fuck are you gonna judge someone off of first impression? Shut the fuck up. Maybe that person, maybe their uncle died that day.
Yeah.
Maybe someone died in their family that day, and you're gonna judge them off of first impression. No, but honestly though, take that in.
No, straight up. Like I think
like give people chances, bro. If you think they're good at heart, if you think like they're genuinely good people, or they come from like a great family, or they have good morals and values, go for fucking 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like go for 5 dates. Like give people chances, bro, because people open up after the 5th or the 6th.
100%.
And so that but that's real though, because like I feel like our society nowadays is like, first date, he didn't pay for my dinner, fuck that.
So I want to ask you guys this: do you find like, since you guys have been together, you've seen a lot of the bad stuff that's going, not bad stuff, but like where you don't like in other relationships? Like you see how you guys can be better because you see the things in other relationships, you don't want to replicate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I haven't really thought of other relationships. Like it's like the previous relationships have like been there for a reason, and they shaped me for who I am. Like if it wasn't for those fucking relationships, bro, I would have been a savage. I would have still been a savage. But like who knows? But like every relationship shapes you though. Yeah. And like by the time I was done with that shit, that fugazi, like that relationship, like I knew what I was looking for. You know what I mean? Like I knew I was there to respect a woman, for the rest of my life. So like. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys say?
No, I completely agree too, because the only, like, you learn through yourself too, but you learn through like observing other people as well. So it's kind of like sometimes I see things that happen in other relationships, and I never judge, because like who am I? Like I'm looking from a third party standpoint, but like I do sometimes see things that I'm like, that's weird, but I genuinely try not to judge, and like just because like you don't know what's going on behind closed doors and stuff. But like I guess sometimes when I see those things, all I could say is like I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for what I have, the relationship we have, and like the bond that we have, because I do think that it's not always like that for people.
Yeah. What about you, Coca? Bro, man, like you're a sweeter man nowadays, getting bigger at the gym, bro. You're fucking looking thick.
I don't want to hear this, but
no, shh.
So what I was saying,
shh. You're looking thick, yo. You're looking fucking good, bro.
Thank you, Armando.
What's going on?
Honestly, with myself, like I had a big talk with someone yesterday. Actually,
we can't say names.
No names. It's just I think it was just a good talk, because literally they asked me, "Where you at? What do you want?" I don't like. I told you before, like, especially you know me more than anyone. When it comes to that, I've had relationships, and like I'm very invested in my relationships, but I've seen them come and go. And I think that's what bugs me the most out of anything, right? Because like even too for me, I don't want it to leave. And I think that's my.
You're Romeo. You're a lover, man.
Yeah, maybe I am.
No,
honestly.
Hey,
no, like straight up.
Not with that, because low key, I am too.
Yeah, you do that, and like I think I like to deny it or whatever. Like I love to love. It's a fact. It is what it is. I think anyone loves to love, right? Yeah. And I think you feel your best when someone loves you. That's why, for example, look at you two. You guys bring the best out of each other. Why? 1, because you guys trust each other. 2, because you guys love each other so much that it doesn't matter what he says to you. Do it. I got your back. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things. And I think it's something that maybe, not that I lack, it's just like, without that, maybe I'll push myself forward.
So, what, you've been hunting? You've been just waiting on the sidelines? Something light, but like...
To be honest with you, bro, nah. Like, I think right now, it'll come to me. I think it's
that's
like...
That's the thing, bro. It just randomly hits you.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like, what? Like, I've tried chasing it. I've done this. It's like, every time you chase it, you're going to chase it, you're going to get somewhere, right? But it doesn't mean you're... Like, you could finish... Like, get to the finish line. This is the best way I'll explain this. You can get to the finish line, but when you get to the finish line, do you feel complete? Like, did you accomplish your goal?
The best thing I gotta say is like to each their own, in the sense of like, bro, some people, this isn't the life for them. Some people are fucking serial entrepreneurs. They're making their bands. They don't have time for a family or another person, man or woman. You know what I mean? Like this isn't like this isn't like the only thing for you. You know what I mean? Like I was fortunate enough to find Claudia, and I feel like she feels the same way. We're in a sense we're like, okay, like things will be better together. But some people, bro, like I'm not trying to like, bro, do you? You know what I mean? Whatever finds your ways, like follow your passion. Like I found like the reason why I wanted to propose to Claudia is because I realized that we can build shit together.
Yeah.
And like that, but that's the difference though. Like sometimes you can build shit by yourself. And if you realize that before you realize you can build shit together, double down on that.
So
because the together will come if it's in the plan. And if it's not, then you're gonna do good by yourself.
So I'll ask you this, because we've tried doing it on our own. How much better has it been when you had a partner or somebody who just believed in? Not believe, because I always believe.
Oh,
in what
bro,
you
it's
want
like
to.
fucking.
But when you have,
when Goku's about to fucking charge up.
yeah.
It's like
Ultra instinct.
Exactly. You're just Goku, and then when you have that person who believes in you, like you kind of just like charge up. You kind of feel like that Super Saiyan shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Claude, do you feel it? You feel that same energy though? Like
No,
when
I
he,
do.
Super
like
Saiyan, yo.
But straight up though, I want to ask this.
Not Super Saiyan.
When
Fuck
you're
Satan, yo. Super Saiyan, yo. Super Saiyan, yo. I
Not
see
Super
Ray
Saiyan?
smirking.
Super Saiyan?
No, Super Saiyan.
No,
Yeah.
but like I ask Claude this, it's like when you see him gas up, do you feel that same energy?
Of course, yeah. Like I feel it too, and I feel like we both feel it in different ways. I feel like he helps me kind of like believe in myself more because I've always had just like more like insecurities, like feeling that like I'm not that person, like I can't do those things. So I feel like he's always like, yes, you can, like you could do this, like you could do whatever you want, and so I feel like by him doing that to me, like I feel more confident and empowered like as a person. And then like yeah, I feel like we both just hype each other up in different ways, which has allowed us to be the best version of ourselves to date, and we can only hope that we continue to become better versions each day.
What advice do you have for like, I guess like, wait, first of all, do you feel like women have a more struggle in like the workforce or like in regards to like podcasts or creative space? Do you actually feel like women have a like a disadvantage?
Like you're limited.
Yeah.
Do you think women are
and
limited?
Speak your truth.
This whole like woman feminism talk, like I'm not super passionate about it. Like I'm someone like people are like, oh, I want a career, like I want to work forever. I'm like, I'm ready to retire. I'll be a stay-at-home wife. Like I'm ready. But like I feel like some people have that feeling. Like for myself, I think if you like work hard in the workforce, you have as many opportunities as anyone else. I truly believe that. And I think that like there are discrepancies because women take mat leave and women are considered the primary caregiver. Like who's the first emergency contact at the school?
So my mom.
And it's always like that because the reality is men and women do have different roles in a household. Like truthfully, like I'm not going to go cut the grass. Like I'm not. Like, what I mean?
Who is?
You were going to cut the grass.
Hey,
sexist?
Hey, Ricardo, the grass is pretty long in the backyard,
yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, like, I believe in those gender roles. I'm not saying that I couldn't cut the grass. If I had to, I would.
But you don't want to.
But I don't want to. But, like, there's certain things that, like, but I'll help with other gardening outside. But, like, I do think that, like, maybe those discrepancies have to do with women being like the primary caregiver, and that's the reality.
Interesting.
And
because a lot of women are now taking on that role of both
single
parties,
moms,
like
right?
single moms. They have to be a dad and a mom. So that's very interesting that she said that, like maybe because like that's more common nowadays, that like maybe women are trying to empower themselves like for both roles. That's interesting.
And even too, I can justify that because that's what I lived with. My mom. My mom's like, I call her a superhero. Like she does everything.
Your
like,
mama is a superhero.
Maria's
Maria
Coca. But like she's sick. Like I love her. Like even too, it's like I come home, she's like, "You gonna cut the grass? If you're not gonna do it, I'll do it." And like I like that energy. It's not the fact that she's telling me like you should do it, but for her, she's like, "If you're not gonna do it, I'll do it myself." Like, and that's what I've really.
I know men like Coca's out there doing the grass.
I don't mind. To be honest,
shirt off, showing the tats.
Exactly. That's why I don't mind it no more.
Light.
Back in the day, there's no tats, but now it's like it's not even that. It's just like I think what I really like is now I'm forming myself as a person. Even too, it's like I'm fortunate enough that my mom's cared so much about me, and this is one thing like I really want to like tell people. It's like there's nothing wrong with like being at home and like having a good relationship with your family. My mom, she told me, you're the man of the house, and I want you to succeed.
Explain that. Like, yo, you've been the man of the house forever. Explain that experience, because I know a man like you, especially, I've been your brother for a long time. You know?
You've seen it.
So you've literally been the man of the house. Explain that.
So it's a little different for me. It's not like, I'm very fortunate because like I can say to my mom, she had her brother who like was my
Papa
father.
Miguel?
Yeah, Papa Miguel.
Big fucking lad.
The big OG. Like, the man. Like, not even that. Like, even too is amazing because like he never had a dad. And so it was really nice for him because he saw the same relationship he went through when he was growing up. He looked at me, he's like, I'm not even gonna let you go through that. And it wasn't that like, there's no reason why he had to do that. He just really like
love.
Like my favorite memory that I think back is like this guy used to come every 2 weeks to take me to the park and just push me on the swings. Like straight up. It was sick. And I'm very fortunate for that. And I think it's like, even too, love is like, I think of love is so strong because like, it doesn't matter. You could be my friend. You could be, I don't even need to know you, but all it takes is something that I feel some way about you that I'm going to give myself for you. Love. At the end of the day, like,
do you think it's hard for you to open up your heart to love someone, or do you think it's like light?
I don't think it's hard for me. I think it right now is just like pretty like, I don't know. I think I have so much love around me from you guys, my mom, my brothers. Like, in a way, I'm selfish on it. I know I can provide so much love, but like, for what?
The next girl who's with Coca is gonna be blessed.
32. That's a cutoff year. I'm saying it right
now.
Bro,
I'm telling you right now. Yo, if you interested in Coca, right now is the time to fucking DM him. Cause like, yo, like the amount of love you have to give is crazy.
It's honestly, and I told you guys this, and I said it during your speech or my speech towards you guys. It's like, you guys literally taught me what love is. Like, I'm telling you, I trust it. I actually believe it's there. I tell my, even too, I have love with my mom, and me and her talk all the time. I'm like, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm so excited for what my future is gonna be. A lot of it too.
Bro. Me too.
A lot of it too is because I've seen you guys do it. I'm gonna replicate it. It's when you like. I think the hardest part is when you don't see it. You know what I mean? When you're growing up and like you might have like a heart. Like, not saying that like you might see this or whatever. Your family's struggling, and that's why you don't believe in it.
I feel like that's when faith plays a big role,
right?
And the thing is, I'm not trying to like be that person who's like dumping religion on everybody, because I understand. Wait, listen, man. I understand people have their own paths, right? But like for myself, it's like when you double down on like that, like, yo, you're just a human being in the world, bro. The galaxy's a big fucking place, fam.
And even so
for you to feel special, you know, like, fuck you.
I love that.
No. But listen,
but
what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is like, yo, like feel that, you know what I mean? Like be. Go ahead.
What I was thinking is like, when you said that, it's like, we're salt. You're salt. Doesn't matter. You can feel so amazing about yourself, but you're salt in the world.
In all studies, bro, like cardiovascular, fucking physiological, all studies, love is the most important ingredient in a human being. You know what I mean? So like, it's like one of those things where it's like, it's one of those things that it doesn't just come natural, but you have to work on it, bro. You have to work on it. There was a point when I was with Claudia and I'm like, yo, I'm like she doesn't love me, bro. I've been working for fucking 10 years and she's, no, sorry, not 10 years. No, sorry.
Relationship only 8 years, but
no. I've been working for 10 months, 10 months straight. And she's still like not with it. I'm going to give up. You know what I mean? But like after like a couple, like she actually asked me out.
Yeah.
I love that. Quitters quit. Remember that, right?
No, but
remember
I
that.
fucking
Quitters
quit, bro.
quit.
I was back in the trenches, bro. I was fucking back in the trenches. I thought, I was like, yo, like, I tried so hard for this girl. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. But like, and then she asked me out. And like, at the end of the day, it's like it comes when it comes. But like, yeah, you just got to let yourself go.
And like, I feel like the one like motto I kind of have, like everyone has their life motto, is that like, even in the worst of situations, like the absolute worst, like the worst breakup, the worst whatever, your saddest day, if you look hard enough, you could find something you could grow on and learn from, like even in the worst of your days. So it's kind of like the bad relationship, like a bad whatever, like if you look hard enough, you learned a lesson, like you found something. And like I always try to like preach that motto onto people, because I feel like that's something I like use kind of growing up too, and it like really helped me through things. Because when you think like a day is so dark, but you find that like one good moment about it, you're like, okay, this wasn't that bad, and then you can move forward from it. So that's kind of like, yeah,
I love that.
that's my advice.
Freaking love that. Honestly, like, no, because like
Yes, I freaking
I
love
freaking
that.
love it, because like it's funny, because I think about the line Deshaun told me to say. It's like the worst.
What did Sean
I
say?
think I'm pretty sure it was the worst of your days is. I don't even want to say it. It's the worst of your days is not as bad as your tomorrow.
The thing is,
something
bro,
like that.
The thing is, as humans, bro, you don't control your days, bro. That shit comes so random. I'm telling you right now, bro. I thought I was turning 28 happily. Low key, I was.
True, yeah.
I was there like, yeah, Starbucks with Claudia and Simba, Pappuccino for the fucking little boy. Like I was amped. Mom calls me, call your dad.
Yeah, deal.
And then all of a sudden, I call my dad.
They love the deal, eh?
Yeah, I call my dad and he was like, yo, like, your uncle died today off a fucking accident, a car accident. So when you were listening to that shit, you're like, yo, like, you gotta really like appreciate life, yo. Like a lot of us take life for granted. A lot of us are out here walking the streets, fucking driving, fucking mad at our mom for what, bro? Life is only one fucking time, bro. Like no, literally,
100%, bro.
literally, bro. That shit could be taken away from you, like
it's not guaranteed, it's a gift.
you know what I mean?
Andre, I think that's the craziest thing that no one.
So
realizes.
on my birthday, my uncle passed away, bro, and like that shit's crazy, yo.
How do you feel about that? Like straight up, how does it hit you in any way?
No, like it hit me in a good way, cause like what Claudia told me, yo, she's like you can look at it at two ways. You can look at it as like sad, like like my birthday, my uncle passed away on my birthday, or you can look at it like, yo, for the rest of my life, I'm gonna think about my uncle on my birthday.
It's a day to remember almost.
That's a different way of thought, bro. That's appreciating your life, you know. Every time I turn, like when I turn 30, when I turn 35, God, like I hope, God forbid, you know, when I turn 40, 55, 65, I'm gonna think about my uncle. I'm gonna have a fucking shot, yo, and be like, yo, tío. You know what I mean? Like it's special.
Bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet. Like right now it's bitter.
Yeah.
But like with time, it's gonna become sweet, yo.
Sweet, because you acknowledge that like his even too. It's like that's what I've always loved about you. You're very deep with it. Us in general, we love our family. Like we're stuck with our family. Without a family, we're nothing. And at the end of the day, it's like I love that it's your day. It's your day, but you sacrifice it to say it's not my day. It's a day that I mourn, a day that I love, and at the end of the day, it's like
So every time, bro, my next birthday, I'm gonna be like, yo, tío, I'm gonna kiss a shot glass, raise it to the air, take a drink. But bro, honestly, like think about that. How beautiful is that I'm acknowledging him for the rest of my life.
And
go ahead, bro.
sorry, that the thing with loss is that loss doesn't always have to be about mourning. Like loss can be about like remembering and that kind of stuff too. And it's a matter of like just shifting your mindset to kind of thinking that way. And obviously it's hard sometimes, but like just kind of pushing through and trying to remember like life, not death, you know?
I'd love to like ask you guys, do you think like the idea of death is how we portray it is like it doesn't need to be sad? It's like almost in a way, can't we celebrate their life?
Like I guess in
Like,
a
be
way,
happy.
in
It's
a
not-
way, I'm gonna tell you this. What story have you heard without a conclusion?
Right? There's a beginning, a middle,
And it's not a beautiful story unless it has
an end. It has to have the whole book. Remember we
exactly.
talked about this?
So like, don't get me wrong, bro. Life, like ending, like death. Don't get me wrong, bro. That shit's fucking
Moving to think
horrible.
about birth though.
But at the end of the
We all
day, at the end
celebrate
of
birth.
the day, without that conclusion, there wouldn't be a beauty of the life.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no story.
Yes. Not even. I'm not gonna lie. I think, and like I don't know. Maybe it's like I see you too, and like it makes me think of where I'm at right now in life. And
Explain
honestly,
that,
like,
Papa.
No, it's just like
yo, unravel that fucking.
So like, what I would say with myself is, what am I actually doing with my time? Like
what are you,
like,
Coca? Jordan fucking Coca. What are you doing with your time?
not what I think I should be doing. To be honest with you, like,
Elaborate.
and I say this is like, I love the game, I love it, but it's not an efficient thing. Like, it makes me happy, and even too, I think what I love about gaming more than anything is because I spend time with my friends. Like, me and my friends were always together. Like, I love how everyone, like, especially like you guys will pull up, and what do I always have in my head? A headset. Why? Because I'm talking to the boys. I'm literally with the boys all the time. So, like, for me, it's like separating that and like what I like, but it's hard because I know I should be gaming as much. Should be like I should try to progress my life. Could be in any way, right?
I have a question.
Hit me.
Do you think that like you spending so much time with the guys affects your potential relationship with females?
I would say yeah, 100%.
Because like I know from like a female standpoint, like girls don't love when guys game. Like, I'm gonna be honest,
100%.
because girls, they're like
Say
spending
it. Like,
so
I
much.
wanna hear this.
Like, you're spending so much time online.
Bread and cheese.
No, like
Plays games more than I do.
you're spending so much time online. Like, no, because people don't like that idea of not being present, like being virtual, like that kind of stuff. So it's like I don't know. I'm just looking for
I
your
think for me,
opinions on what you think that does to like.
So what I would say is I think it's like that's my revert. Just because there's no one to take me away from that. So what do I do?
But
This is where I'm
have you tried your full effort, like in the sense of like coca, man?
I have.
You're
like,
a fucking big guy,
bro.
padded,
Just in
Nicaragua. It's
Stop.
too perfect out here
It's
in
not- it's
Canada.
not- it's not even
It's
that.
way too perfect out here in
I
Canada.
think it's this. It's like at the end, you've seen it, bro. Like I've tried, I've done it. At the end of the day, I think I just have to come to terms with myself. And this is the honest thing.
So
I
it's
can
a
say.
self battle.
Yeah, and I'll say this. I think this is the most honest thing I can say. It's stop being selfish. I think that will be my story at the end. It's when I choose not to be selfish anymore. And it's okay to be selfish. It's really okay to be selfish for you to grow.
Mm-hmm.
To put yourself in a position
100%.
that when you look at the person you want right beside
It's
you,
not fair for you to be with someone else if you're if
Not
you're not at a
committed.
point ready. You know what I mean?
And where I'm at right now is like I think it's time for me. I've been selfish. I've had enough time to do everything. Like I'll tell you, like if I die today, and very honestly, if I die today, I think
forbid, don't say that.
I know, but I think
I'm about to fucking cry right now.
But at
yo.
the end of the day, I think I've done enough where I wouldn't be mad if my life ended today. Like straight up.
Damn.
Like I think like I've enjoyed enough, touched enough hearts. At the end of the day, I think I can die and know I was a good person in my lifetime.
You're a good person, but bro, man, like you was fucking.
But-
like, no, shh, shh.
Let me hear this.
You just scratched the surface.
Agreed.
So dig deeper. So if I scratch the surface, what am I missing then?
You're missing everything, bro. Like I feel like a lot of people think that like 27, 28 is old. Yo, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm telling you right now. Like,
We're 28. Look, and you guys are just starting your life. Look at, for example, this is my favorite part. I told my mom, look at you guys in the last year. I ain't even gonna say 2 years. Look at you guys in the last year. At 28, we used to think this is like a 40-year-old thing. Nah. Nah. Like, I think it's, if you put effort in something you love, age is but a number.
I think it's more of like what David Goggins says, bro. You gotta callous your mind. Everyone has their own prison and jail cell in their own mind.
Is this off the new book?
Yeah, bro.
So
the new
touch
book
on
is
that.
fucking
Bro, I
crazy.
don't know nothing about the new book. So what do you say in that book?
For reference, he read 120 pages consistently, all in the plane.
It's only a 3-hour flight.
Yeah,
You
read
loved it
all.
then.
Yeah.
What was the most memorable thing that he said during
Bro,
that
it was
whole...
therapeutic. It was more of one of those things where it's like fuck, bro. Only one thing. It's hard to say. It's more of one of those things where it's like, yo, like, especially as a man, like, you can't dwell on life. Like, yo, life promises you a bad day, bro. Yo, bro, for the rest, life guarantees you 100% you're gonna have a fucking bad day. God forbid, one of the persons that you love is gonna die. And funny enough, bro, my uncle died. So it's one of right before I read the book 2 days ago, and then my uncle passed away. But it's one of those things where it's like, yo, life is gonna guarantee you 100% like failure, or sadness. So why not combat it
and be the happy?
No, not even be that. Well, fuck happy, bro. Yo, happy is not the aim. You don't want to be happy, because happy is only limited, bro. Happy is only gonna last you for an hour, 2 hours, maybe if you're lucky, 24 hours. But bro, then life really comes at you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it's one of the things where, like, the book taught me, like if you want to be a man, you have to enjoy the nitty gritty of every single day. Like, bro, if you're gonna plant a flower and if you're gonna plant it nicely, I'm happy about that. Like you know what I mean though. Like, don't plant shit. Like don't be like, fucking make sure that like whatever, like let's say it's a flower. Like, make sure the soil is good, the water's good. Make sure that shit grows in 2 weeks beautiful. Because if not,
take care of your happiness almost.
No, not to care your happiness.
You have to take care of your well-being. Like,
fucking be disciplined. Be disciplined about everything you do, bro. If that's making your breakfast, if that's fucking going to work, if that's taking care of your dog, bro, be fucking disciplined. Because with discipline comes happiness. Because if you find out, yo, my dog like went for a great walk today. I woke up early. I took him for a walk. I went to work. I went above and beyond. I made sure that like my manager's employees were good. After that, I came home. I called my mom. Like, things that are disciplined, that are hard to do, all of a sudden you find happiness after all that. But it comes with consistency and discipline. And like David Goggins, bro, he's a fucking crazy
the most disciplined man ever. The most disciplined.
I feel like a bitch, bro, when I read that book, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He's like, yo, you know, on Christmas Day, bro, his father died. Not his real father, his stepfather.
Yeah, the one that he actually loved.
The one he actually loved died on Christmas Day. So what, you gonna celebrate Christmas, bro?
He doesn't.
All of a sudden, he doesn't, bro. Because every day is a fucking day, bro. So our lesson to me was on my birthday when my uncle died. Guess what? We're out there cleaning the house, bro. Because why? Because my uncle doesn't want to see me fucking crying in bed, cuddled up in a blanket. My uncle wants to be like, yo, I took a fucking shot for him, bro. Papa, I'm doing my day today. And it was hard as fuck, bro, because I love that man, yo. I love that man. He was a real fucking man.
As you said, he wanted to see you be you.
But
he wanted to see you succeed.
And what's crazy is, like, on the plane, I was reading that book, and that book taught me, yo, it's like yo, like don't get in your fucking head, bro. Like, life is life, bro. And like, as a man, you gotta go through it. And like, it's not hiding your emotions. Don't get me wrong. I cried a lot when my uncle died. Ask her. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, it's like, what, am I gonna not do my responsibility?
You can't dwell on it, almost, in a way. Like, even to, like, I think the best thing you can do is just be the best you. So then when he looks down on us, it's like, you did exactly what I wanted you to be, right?
Crazy, bro. Crazy. And what's beautiful is that, like Claudia's sister told me this, or Claudia told me this, but like, it's one of those things where it's like, now every day on my birthday, I'm gonna remember my uncle. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. That's very beautiful, bro. When I'm 40,
it's no longer your day.
No, when I'm 40, 45, guess what? I'm gonna be like, yo, my Theo won, bro. Yeah. My Theo won, bro. Like, what a fucking man. What a beautiful man. My birthday's better now.
Yeah, it's almost something you can share.
You're celebrating something so beautiful. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know how to fucking got into that.
Man, that's fire. Nah, it's fire. Like, honestly, not even that. I just think, like, I'm very happy that you're even, to both of you, we're able to, like, come out, speak your feelings. Because I think that's one thing, like, we've seen it, like, interviewing multiple people, right? Mm-hmm. Not everyone's willing to just speak what they're feeling. Because there's nothing wrong with it at the end of the day. Like, there's people like us. We want to hear this. I want to, like, essentially, like, feel what you feel in a way. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to be able to interact with you where I'm like, I get you. And I think that's what the conversations today did.
And the problem with feelings is, like, that's, like, your inner core. Right? Like, you know what I mean? That's, like, the part you don't want to show people, because that's, like, sometimes you don't even know that version of yourself, right? So it's like, it's hard to express those feelings to people, but by expressing them out loud and articulating yourself, you actually understand how you're feeling better. So it's actually therapeutic to talk to people about those feelings and those tough times and that stuff, because it helps you grow to, instead of, like, keeping all these emotions inside yourself. So
That's another thing I'm blessed with, bro. Is like every time a man like me had something in my head, guess what? I'm talking to Claudia. I'm out there, pillow talking. but no, straight up though.
Ricardo.
But straight up though, you gotta talk to somebody about it, bro. Whether it be a best friend. I've been fortunate enough to talk to my best friends about it and all that shit. But like it doesn't make you more manly to not talk.
We talked about this. I think that the biggest thing is we're fortunate that we have each other. We're so close that, like, I said this, like, I haven't gone to a therapist. I'm not saying that I couldn't have one. It's just I have you guys. So, like, it's... You guys give me so much, like, reciprocation. Just even talk. Like, it's not like when I tell you I feel this way, it's not that you guys don't give me the right information. You guys understand what I'm feeling. It's like, I think that might be the biggest difference for a lot of people is, like, you can hear pain, but do you feel it? Do you want to go through it with them?
like, because being vulnerable is so like intense, but it's important. Like, it's important because if you don't have that outlet, like, I just feel like people don't grow. People don't, because you don't get rid of those like internal like demons, let's say. Yeah, so it's important to be vulnerable, and if you don't have like a friend who you can be vulnerable with, I feel like that's why a lot of people do go and see therapists and that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I don't want to speak too much on that because I haven't gone to see one myself, but I just know that like speaking your inner truth like does help you grow and move forward.
We'll send it right there. Like, Claude's close it out.
If you want, whatever you want, papa.
Let's do it right there.
Whatever you want, yo. I actually like give me.
Unless you have a question for me, but like.
No, I don't have a question for you. I just want to ask like Claude's. Like, it's like,
ooh, Mr.
I feel
Carranza.
I feel like you come from a place where like, it's the norm to like, like get a big house, be happy with the family, cool it. Like I don't know. I feel like you're like how has investments like changed your life?
Like, in what's like investing myself?
In general, investing in yourself, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like investing has changed my perspective on things. Like, I understand like what you're saying in terms of like maybe my upbringing, but I was still always kind of raised in a sense where it's like you work to the age of 60 and then you retire, and like maybe you could retire like happily and easily, fine. But like, I feel like investing and at such a young age, even when I feel like we don't really have that much money and like it feels like we're constantly like dishing money out, but you're building up such a big security net for your future. Because right now we're 28 and we're doing so much that it just makes me feel like really safe for the future, and knowing that like we will be able to accomplish so much even at a younger age. Like, retirement doesn't have to be at 65. And like, the workforce has taught you, and I even thought this way too, that you had to work until a certain age and then you retire. But as we've kind of talked about, like, life doesn't promise you anything. Like, life doesn't promise you that you're gonna live till the age of 80 or something, right? So it's kind of like, if you work till 65, sometimes that's too late. And sometimes like you don't know what life is going to bring you and what, sickness and this kind of stuff. So you kind of have to take the opportunity as it comes to you. So I'm just happy that we have, like, you've pushed me to like make these changes in our lives and do things in a way that aren't conventional and into a life I didn't think that I would be doing at this time. So like, I'm really blessed to like experience that and see things.
Was it hard for you to change that mindset?
I feel like to a certain degree, obviously, because like when I've seen everybody around me, or I still see people around me doing things in a certain way, like you kind of think that you want that way. I mean, like, it's obvious to a certain degree that like, you want to like get married and have like a perfect house and all of these things, right? But it's kind of like, we bought a house that we knew needed work, that we knew we could put value into, right? But there's always that part, I guess, of me that's kind of like, oh, like, I wish we had the brand new house and the perfect everything, But then I'm also so content that you've taught me that, no, this is better, because we're going to make it that perfect house. Like, give it like a few months and it's going to be great. And we know that we did it and put value into this, because like, in 2 years time, like you're going to be able to get that value in a whole different way. So
it's almost like learning to strive in the struggle.
exactly. Like there's this, like we heard this from our from our coaches, and it just really stuck with me that like when you're investing in like certain things, you're always going to feel like the poorest rich person you know.
I like that.
So you can't and like you constantly feel like you are spending so much money and have no money. Like that's what it feels like.
Live in debt, right?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. And it's like, holy shit, like how are we supposed to do this? How are we supposed to pay for this? Like all these numbers, like, but then it's like, but then you have like something tangible. You know what I mean? Like the Canadian dollar is constantly plummeting. Like that's not reliable. But when you have an asset, you have something that's tangible, that's real, and it does appreciate. So it's just kind of looking at things in a different perspective, and just kind of, like you said, callousing your mind for all the obstacles that come with it, and just kind of realizing that this is just a small part of your future, not the end, you know.
That's all I want to get out, bro, because like Claudia's like,
bro,
she holds it down, bro.
Bro, I'll
she
tell
holds
you this,
it down, bro.
She's so well articulated. No, straight up, like she's got it.
Professor Coco over here.
Not professor. I'm like, like I really enjoy being on this side of it. Normally you're right beside me, Ricardo.
I know.
But
we were arguing about that before the episode.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm like, Coca, come beside me.
It's I feel like I'm in the hot seat. Like you guys think you're in the hot seat, but like honestly, it's like I feel like the best thing I can say, I'm super happy to be able to be across from you guys. See you guys.
I think the most important part of this whole episode is to understand that like this is the 5th member of Nüvida. You know what I mean? Like this
the
is
last
like,
one to
this
introduce.
is a teammate right
The
here.
last one to
like
introduce.
since the beginning, she's been with us. You know, like helping us like grow as a whole company, as a brand. So like I think that's the most important part out of all of this is like the fact that like without her, we're not really here.
No, it's a team of everyone, right? And she's always been like a strong team member.
Yeah.
So thank you.
So cheers.
So I would like Claudia. Honestly, close it out.
Close it out?
Yeah. I would love you.
Well,
do how Ricardo does it.
Okay, well, here's just the beginning of many more episodes, many more things to come. We have a new surprise, new space coming for the viewers soon. That's going to change everything up. And yeah, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Jeez. So, like, comment.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And, season 2 is coming out.
Heavy. Peace.